Okay, now we are online on YouTube. So, hello, YouTube. Good morning. I'm here with Lilian, Solange, and Romeo. And today we talk about the psychology, emotional attachment to object. So, before we start, I do I can introduce how TNT works. So, Talk and Talk is a platform for you to develop your language skills and achieve fluency in the language. And within the platform, we have English, Spanish, French. I don't remember, sorry guys, if we have Italian, but this is that we have that language here. And remember, I'm not English teacher. I'm just a student facilitator in search of my fluency in the language, just like you. And okay. Here we don't correct you, even if you learned so much. Okay. So I will send the questions on the chat. And before we start with the conversation, I will introduce myself. My name is Suelen. I'm 29. I live in a small city in Rio de Janeiro with my family. I have a degree in human resource, post-graduation degree in organizational psychology, and now I'm attending my second degree in business administration. I work with quality in a steel company, and I'm here on Talk Talk since 2021 to improve my English. And 2023, I become a hostess here. So that's it about me. So let me see. Hello, Marcelo. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, talkers. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Fine, fine.
Good. So you can introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, of course, my name is Marcelo. I've been here in TalkNTalk since I think October this year. I am an entrepreneur. I am 65. I live in Rio. I have two kids. They are 29 and 30. I am married. I do a lot of things. I have a lot of tasks, interests, challenges that are what I want to be inserted in. And I like to drink wine, beer. I like to watch interesting movies that can enjoy us, or thrilling movies also. Read books. I've said that. And of course, I am so pity about my country because I wish I would leave a better country to my kids, but I think it's going worse this moment. And that's it, guys. Let's go to the questions.
Thank
Good
you so
morning
much.
for everybody here.
Thank you so much, Marcelo, for sharing. Hello, Yanka. Good morning.
Morning, morning, smiling morning, guys.
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's snowing now, and I am really worried. Like, how am I
Mm.
going to work? It was my first thought. Like, I need to continue my routine, and I am afraid. But okay, it's part of the life, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're not. You are in you where I think. Peraí, no, it's wrong. Where you are?
I am
Did
in
you say?
Philadelphia. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, how can I say that in English? It's complicated because here in Brazil, not snowy. I don't know how to formulate this phrase, but when you move to another country, we have to deal with these seasons, with
Mhm.
the snow and things like that. Okay, Yanka, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure, I am desperate. I can say that. I wake up this morning, look at the window, and got desperate. Because of this, I don't know how to deal. My skin, it's so bad. Like I have to put Vaseline on this. I'm leaving, I'm drinking Vaseline almost. It's really, it's really, really weird. It's really, really white. It's really, I don't know, but okay, okay, I can't complain. My name is Yanka. I am 29 years old. I am a populational data analyst, sociologist, and demographer. Really proud of this, mainly about the sociologist part, because I think no one's is caring much about this nowadays, and to me, it's really important. I am living in US now, Philly, but I'm gonna return to Brazil in February. I already bought my tickets, my flight tickets to return. I'm really glad, really excited, really anxious to return to Brazil to see my family. And yeah, I really love this. And in my free time, I really like to cook, to play some games. I'm very competitive, so I really like doing this. I like watch some movies, but mainly I think read. I'm really reading some books about psychoanalysis. That's really nice. I think that helps us to understand our mind and our traumas too. And I think it's that. Thank you, Suelen.
Thank you so much, Yanka. So, Solange, your turn.
So, my name is Solange. I live in Porto, in Portugal. I am 50 years old. I have a son. I'm unemployed for the moment. I have been working the last years in digital health. My technical background is microbiologist, and then I worked and specialized in food safety, so in food microbiology specifically. The last years I have been studying. I made a specialization in health, in integrated healthcare. Because I realize, or I think it's my idea, that it's the future. We will not have doctors enough to deal with longevity of the global population, and then we will need to connect efforts to help the doctors. So I have been learning English for the last 2 years. And I'm here in Talk for almost, I think, 2 months.
Thank you so much, Solange, for
Thank
sharing.
you.
Romeo, your turn.
Okay, guys, good morning. My name is Romeo. I'm 43. I live in Imperatriz, the countryside to Maranhão. Nowadays, I work in Marabá, the countryside Pará. I work with the railroad maintenance, all right? Actually, I'm a train worker, you know. I work in this company 15 years. What else? I try improve my English with you. I I'm so excited for this moment for uh, to become fluent in English, as soon as possible. Yeah, I think that's it about me.
Thank you so much, Romeo. Lilian, the last but not the least.
So I'm Lilian. I live in Rio de Janeiro. I'm 35 years old. I I'll tell you about my hobby because I've been joining in all immersions all day. So I think if someone um watch our immersions, they they don't they don't support me to speaking about my life right now. So I like soccer. I also like cooking. And today is Sunday, so it's a special day for me because I'm going to cook after our immersion, and I'm anxious about it because I bought a new air fryer, and I will use it after our session.
Mhm. Yeah. When you bought something new, we turn a child again, because we want to open to use it. So it's amazing. I love it. Okay, thank you so much, Lillian. Guys, I will separate us in breakout rooms, okay, to conversation flow better. So if you receive an invite, please accept, and we see soon. I think that's it. We see soon. Okay. So, Let me see. Romeo, let me start with you. The first question. Why? Oh my gosh. I put Lily in another room. Okay, I do it wrong. I forgot to close one one room, and all people go to another room. Oh my gosh. Okay, I will wait for people back. Sorry guys. Now it's good. I will separate. What? Oh my god. Okay, that's good. Okay, so Romeo, can you start the first question? So, why do you people sometimes form deep emotional bonds with objects like toys, clothes, or souvenirs, in your opinion?
Well, it's a hard question for me. I'll be honest, I don't know. I think some objects can make people, how can I say, sentimental, uh, how can I say, emotional feeling, you know? Um, like, oh my gosh, how can I explain this in English? Like, how can I say, sorry, I forgot the name. When you have something uh, that bring you, how can I say, energy, that you improve your, how can I say, your power, like, oh my gosh, I don't remember the word. Like amuleto, you know. I think
Mhm.
many people, how can I say, have the object that some way help you, or how can I say, uh, make yes, how can I say, a comfortable, or be uh,
Maybe bring a look to you,
yeah,
like the.
I think it is, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly that. You know, it's hard to explain this, but it is, you know, in my case, I don't have this sentimental, you know, uh, because for me, I can't, how can I say, importing in some objects, um, this feeling, you know, or I can't believe that object can help me in something, you know. Yeah, I
Mm.
think that is it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Romeo, for your sharing. Yanka, how about you? The first question. Why do people sometimes form deep emotional bonds with objects like toys, clothes, or souvenirs?
Let's see. I don't know. Actually, one guess maybe could be the value of the things. I don't know. Because sometimes I don't know. I don't know how to answer.
You do it?
If I have, sometimes I am very jealous of some stuffs. I don't like to share so much, some kind of stuffs, but I can't. Oh, sometimes I think that people wouldn't care so much about that thing as I care to do not break, you know. So sometimes I don't believe that that person would care so much about that. So then I don't want to share with that person. I don't know how can I say emprestar. Let's see. No, it's not
Land,
loan.
maybe. Land,
What?
no? Land? I don't.
Can be loan, but loan maybe it's for money, emprestar.
Uh-huh.
To lend, sorry, you are right. Um, I don't like to lend because I don't know if this person would care or if this person would return to me too, like clothes. I always lend clothes to my cousins, to my mom, and often I do not see them back. But it's not so hard, I guess. There are some stuff that I don't like to share, like my computer, really
Mhm.
personal stuff that I don't like. It's not an emotion. I don't know if it's emotional. Maybe it's emotional. Yeah, it's emotional bond or it's emotional care too much about that, I guess.
Yeah, I think that I have a lot of history. I love history about this stuff because in my past I brought not land. I land a lot of things, a lot of things to my family, my relative, and friends. And like you said, sometimes they broke. They break. I think break. Yeah, break. I don't remember. And this it's annoying because they don't buy a new thing to you, you know, and if that thing is expensive, they don't buy to you again, you know. And so I remember my father all the time said to me, don't lend to your things, clothes, souvenir or toys, a lot of things. I think that it's yours because it's personal, you know, and you don't have to lend these things. But I have, like I said before, I have a lot of history about it. I remember that when I bought a camera, you know, a camera, I don't know how to say that, camera that take photos. And I remember that I lent to my aunt, and she broke I don't know how to say that in English, mas a pecinha que colocava a pilha. Pilha? Eu não sei se era pilha ou coisa. And she gave to me, and I asked for her. I asked for her, why that thing is broke. And she said, oh, tipo, já tava assim, you know? But I know it's not. But unfortunately, uh, tipo, eu emprestei, né? I lent to her. So I have to deal with the consequence of my things, né? The things that I do. So it's complicated to lend things to people. But for me, in my case, it's not emotional. But it's because I know that people don't have, like you said, don't have the same care that you have. So yesterday, my friend asked to me to lend to her my baggage, tipo mala de viajar. And yeah, I said to her, unfortunately, I can't to lend to you because you will to move, maybe, for the street and tipo, vai estragar as rodinhas, que ela ia empurrar pela rua. So I said, unfortunately not. So sometimes people stay with angry with you, but it's complicated because you know that when the people when that things back to you, it's not the same way that you to lend. So it's complicated. Okay, let's go to the number two. Bianca, do you think sentimental value is created by memory, imagination, or emotional need?
Sentimental values. Sometimes returning, I think that it's very close to the last question, but maybe it wasn't that person that paid for that or wished that thing so much, like your camera, or you paid or you really wished to have that, you know? So it wasn't an experience that that person passed through. So when it came to that person's hands, it was too easy to that person to have it. For you, it wasn't, but for that person, it was. So maybe because of this, that people do not care so much because they didn't pass through this experience to wish so much and to pay to. And if I think that sentimental value is created by memory, maybe it can be by memory that you share with other people and you use it, that thing, or emotional need. I don't know. I remember a lot of CDs, for example. In my family, we always had CDs like Belo CD, Arte Popular CD, or even games CD that we use. And when we lend to someone, you can sure that that CD will return like failing in some music, in some part, it will be awful. And it hurts a memory that you had with that CD, that you love that music. It's an emotional stuff that you had. So to me, it's memory and emotional need and the effort that you put to have it. Even though if about money or the effort that you put to go into the store and buy it, everything that you did to have it in your hand, to have it for you. So to me, it's this, both memory and effort.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bianca, for sharing. Romeo, how about you?
Let me see. Um, I think for need emotional need, I think, it's complicated to understand this behavior in person, my younger daughter has the same behavior, especially when she try sleep, she has a little there. How can I say this in English? Bichinho de pelúcia, that she believed that the toy she helps so much for sleep, and when they when uh, when your mother needs to shower this toy, it's complicated for her to sleep, I don't know why, but I think emotional need, I never think about respect that, but it is, uh, in this situation, but in others, I don't know. I prefer not, how can I say, not mention because I don't know, you know. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is it.
I agree that with you guys about emotional need because and memory because we when you receive a present, a gift for someone that we really like, we think we think that this is so emotional because people that you like remember you, and give this present, uh, buy this present for you, buy this gift for you. And I remember my father had a blouse that my grandmother gave to her to him, and the blouse is, I don't know how to say that in English, but tipo, estava cheio de furo. Muito furo, muito furo. And he can't se desfazer. Não conseguia se desfazer dela, because it's about memory and about emotional need, because all the time that he wears the blouse, he remember about his mother, so now she's not more anymore here, né, in that world, but he have to take out maybe the blouse because tipo tava impossível de vestir mais. But he used he wore this blouse until tipo até o final da vida. So but I know I agree that it is emotional need and memory because it's important to us. All the things that my father give it to me or my mother give it to me, I guardo this with all my life. I have jealousy about it, so for me it's very important because it's about memory, about emotional needs. So when I was upset or maybe bad, sad with something, I remember about it or catch it and remember the about the memory, né? About the nostalgia. I think nostalgia about the things and that moment that my parents gave it to me. That's it. So let's go to the number 3. Romeo, why do some objects instantly remind us of a person, place, or phase of life?
It's a good question. Um, I think, what can I say, or remind us that moment. I think that moment is impossible good or not. And maybe situations probably you can remind in the future or another moment, you know. And this that moment which is good, I think probably you can remind while the specific moment, like how can I say a good Christmas, you receive a gift that an expected gift, I think you probably reminded this moment um, for your whole life, you know. Mm, yeah, I think it is. Oh, when you receive a gift, but a gift like a good travel, or a special gift, not a object, but a special uh, travel or something that you deserve for, how can I say, uh, for your dedication at the school. I say that because my daughters ask me a lot, what father, what I deserve for this Christmas. I say that I don't know. Which do you prefer, a gift or a good travel? She has always a good travel, but a good travel is really, really expensive, you know. But I try to give her a good moment, especially at the end of the year. It's really good. I think this moment in my family. Yeah, I think that's it. It's my
Mm.
opinion.
How old is she? How old she is? Sorry.
Uh, the youngest is a 7 year.
Oh, mm,
The the oldest it is 14 years
mm,
old.
amazing. Thank you so much, Romeo, for your sharing. Yanka.
I didn't know that Romeo has daughters. Congrats about that. Well, I totally agree. I remembered when you were speaking, Swelling, I remember that my mom has cake pan, uma forma de bolo, and this cake pan is so teeny. It's teeny, like é muito fina because it was from my grandma. Actually, now it's to my mom. It's my mom's cake pan, and my mom stirred the pan a lot. Ela areou muito. for a long time because it was generations of generations that passed through. And it's so fragile, it's so beautiful. But at the same time, you see that like that pen can't be stirred again because it will just, I don't know, it's really funny. And it's very emotional for her, I guess. And she says that there are something that we have to care, cuidar, put a lot of care to maintain because it's important, I guess. And that can pen to me, it's a good example too of it. It was from my grandma and now it's to my mom. But okay, and thinking about the question, I think that some objects remind us a person or a place or a phase of life because we live at something very intense in there, for sure. And then we related this object with that moment that we live at, as Romeo said, can be good or not. In my case, there are some stuffs that I really like. I was raised in São Roque, so it's countryside. It's very interior. It's very simple life with a lot of chão de barro, animals, and so on. So, like fogão a lenha too. So this kind of thing I really love. And in my house, we had window, door, all of these made by wood. It's not by iron or something like this. It's wood and glass. And it's something that I really want to maintain in my life. I really dream about my dreams house, and I want to maintain this like window, door made by wood, nature around, because I remember my childhood, the time that I lived in there, and it brings me peace, I guess, or just something that I already know, something comfort, I guess. And I don't know, it's something that reminds me this, it wasn't just a good phase of my life, but it's something that bring me not only peace, but it's something that I already know and make me feel comfort, I guess. So I think it's this.
Good. Thank you for your sharing, Yanka. Guys, the number 4. Yanka, I start with you. Can keep a certain object hold someone back emotionally, or does it help them? I think it heal. I can't pronounce that word.
Let's see if I understood. Can keeping certain objects hold someone back emotionally? Can be both, I guess. Thinking about how can I say when someone dies? Luto. How can I say luto em inglês também? Não sei.
I don't know.
Funeral, I think.
Funeral, yes, and can be mourning to mourning. I don't know how can I say that, but when I really remember my mom when she was mourning. I don't know about my grandparents that passed away. There are some objects that she maintained to her, mainly photos. If you go to my mom's house, you can see a lot of photos everywhere about my grandpa, my grandmother, my grandfather, and it hurts. For a long time, I lived in Campinas, for example, far from my mom. And she passed through all of these. I passed through all of this too. But every time that I come back, that I return to her house, it was a shock because I get into the house and I always saw a lot of photos of my grandparents, and I wasn't used to it. So to me, it hurts. But to her, it hurts, but help her to heal, to remember with more affection about that. Do not cry every time. I cried a lot that every time that I got into her house, it was really difficult to me to understand why she keep it, and because it was her way to heal, her way to pass through this. And it's very different from my way. I always hide my emotion, the parts that hurts on me, and she shows it for everyone in the whole house. So yeah, can help us to can help us to stay stuck on that, but at the same time to I don't know, to heal, but ressignificar, to I don't know, to resignify that stuff, I guess, and remember with more love, not so much pain, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's different for each person because, like you said, in my case, I hide my emotions as well. But sometimes it's so strong that we can't hide, and this is we have to put out. But in my case, I okay, I hold some object about emotionally about people that pass away, but sometimes I think, oh my God, I have photos with them, so I can't hold this object because sometimes I don't know, guys, the religion about you, a religião que você segue. But in my religion, I think it's not good, to hold this object, that people that are already passed away. But I try to stay with memory, with photos, that nowadays it's common to put photos on Drive and moving, code, code, cloud. It's common to save it there. So some object, I think, like clothes or maybe things that is not useful for you, you have to put out, give to someone or put in. It's not adoption. How can I say that? Tipo, bazaar and things like that. So I think it's important to put out. But I confess that it is really hard because it's something emotional for you. So it's very hard to do it. But in my case, I have to do because my religion and things like that. So that's it. Romeo, how about you?
It's a hard question, I think, but like you said, let me see. I can't see problems to bring to keep this objectives. I think you can probably have a emotional memory. You know, I confess, I keep some objectives, especially my mother. I think it for me is a good memory. I like to remember that. You know, not a big how can I say big objective, but like photos, like oh my gosh, my first I don't know, my first identification. I think any others that bring me emotional memory. You know, I can see problems, I can see troubles about keep this. Especially uh, albums, photography albums. I like so much review, especially when my daughter asked me about your grandparents, because when she was born, my parents, that is your uh, grandparents, has passed away, and she's asking me about what like, what was like my grandmother and my grandfather, and I try to show you this photo for how can I say, for try how can I say, my gosh, appreciate, for help your imagination uh, about the about these questions, and they ask me uh, what's she like a person. My grandmother, it is a good person. Is boring. tell me what to like. It's hard to explain this for her. Like, she's in Portuguese, because I think someone has impression for others, My mother for me is it was a good person, he, um, how can I say, help everyone, and the others characteristic I think she has, she had, I think. Yeah, it's hard for me. I like review this moment, especially in photos or in other simple objects that I remember that bring me good memories, emotional memories. Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you so much, Romeo, for your sharing. Guys, I skip the number 5 and go to the number 6. So, Romeo, how do your objects become symbols or no, symbols, I think, of identify or personal history?
5 questions. Oh, the
Number
four,
6.
five, oh, six. Oh, sorry. Mm, I don't know. It's a hard question, but let me see. Mm, I think some objectives um, how can I say, looks a person, look like a person. Uh, Let me see, explain this, Um, I remember when I made my internship, you know, uh, the principal. I made my ship in the school. What can I say, my gosh? I finished my English course in letters, and the principal um, tried all the time to organize the school for helping any students, in the elementary school, in a public school, actually, She tries to, how can I say, she tries to help students to become a good person in the future and try organize it little moments in the class for, how can I say, my gosh, to help this student, because in that school have many oh my gosh, many difficulties, especially for some students that participated, that I don't know say this in English, that how can I say, factions, that try to, how can I say, my gosh, but to help these students not choose that bad way, and look or try looking for the education, because she believed that education can transform their lives, and probably have a good life in the future, But it's hard, I think. But these moments, I always remember that, she, how can I say, she calls some parents for trying some students to, uh, sorry, é difícil de explicar. Porque eu fiz um estágio na escola onde boa parte dos alunos faziam parte de facções. E muitos queriam sair, mas era um caminho meio que sem volta, sabe? Sorry for explaining this in English. But the principal try help these students for to go a good way, Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, it's difficult because we see this in a lot of public school, about this classmates, né? Oh my God, I forgot how can I say alunos in English. But
Students.
yeah, students. This is student, but it's really complicated because in my time when I was in a school, I remember a lot of guys, yeah, a lot of boys, in a not facção, but like yeah, it's facção, né? But it's complicated, so young, and they have to deal with it, so it's really, really hard. But it's complicated, as like you said, principal, teachers, and other people that work there try to help, but it's really difficult, to help. Uh, I think you have to want it so much, to help. Because if you just I will help and don't help, don't work. You have to go to house that people, that student see the situation, because it's really, really complicated, really hard. Okay, thank you, Romeo, for your sharing. Bianca.
Yes, guys, it's a difficult situation, but I think that education in this case, it was something that, I don't know, Romeo lived, not lived, but saw really related to this principle. And I think that is this. Um, it's the question number 6, right? Yes. How objects or something became a symbol of identity of someone when we shared a lot of time, the same experience with that person, like education with the principal. In my case, it's a little bit silly because something that remember my mom, for example, to me and her, it's wine because we always sit around the table with a bottle of wine and drink that whole bottle until the end. So we share this a lot, several times. And wine is very classic in my family because in São Roque, they produce wine a lot. My grandpa worked a lot in the Vinícola Góis as a caminhoneiro, as a trucker. And every month he brought to her home a cesta básica and 2 bottles of wine that they gave to him. So we always drank since I was a child. This is ethical? No, it isn't, but it happened a lot. So this really remember my family and mainly my mom and I because we live at this a lot. Barbecue is the same in my family. We always do that. So I can't. This became a symbol in our family because we always do this together. So we shared a lot this situation and this symbol together, I guess. As you can share traumas too, I don't know. But I think that is this way that some objects or things became something very related with someone, I guess.
Yeah, when you said about it, here in my home, we love to do a barbecue. All the time we do barbecue to commemorate something. So, but here in my home, like now, in December, it's my birthday, it's birthday of my young brother, and it's birthday of my older brother. So, we all do birthday in December. So we do barbecue um the most of time on December, the most of weekend on December you do barbecue because we commemorate our birthdays. And it's amazing because all the time when my young brother, I don't know how to say that in English, but passa na escola, na faculdade, né? We commemorate, all the time. Yeah. Not Capricorns, but just me. It's just me and my other brother. It's Capricorn. My younger brother is Sagittarian. But me and my older brother, it's Capricorns. But it's a mess, because but I don't care so much about sign, but I just know about me, about my sign. But it's amazing. I love to do birthday in December. and it's amazing. Here in my home, you do barbecue, and in Christmas and New Year, we eat lentilha, and lentilla and things like that. So I think this is things that pa pass it through. I don't know how to say that. Tipo, passou de geração para geração, about my grandmothers and things like that. So it's amazing. I love to do it with my family. Nowadays, don't have more my grandmother from my mother side and grandmother from my father side, and I don't know how we can do the Christmas and the New Year, but I think we can do the same things that né? They can fazia, né? Antigamente, that's it. So guys, I think we don't have more time to answer question because we have just 5 minutes. I bring the people the other room to main room to finish the conversation. But would you like to know how was the conversation? Was good this subject to you? Was good?
Yeah, I like so much. I never
Yeah,
participated about this topic, but it is really interesting for me. And
yeah, it
I think I thought it is more difficult, but not exactly so difficult. I can't explain, but I have some difficulties. I confess, but it's really
yeah.
good for me.
It's because have a mix of not future, but the past, the present. You have to have a mix of this grammar. So sometimes it's difficult. In my case, it's difficult to talk in this. I don't know how to say. Tipo, it's not temporada, but in that. I forgot how can I say even in Portuguese. Tempo. That, né? O tempo, passado, futuro.
Time.
And this time, I
Wow.
think time. I don't know if you use time, but I think that's it. Hello, guys. Solange, Marcelo. How was the conversation in another room?
It was
Was
great. We lost Lillian. She had an emergency and she had to leave.
Eh,
And then we decided to continue the conversation regarding other topics, and it was amazing. Thank you, Marcelo.
it was amazing. As the same, Solange. It was so nice sweating.
mhm. Yeah, this topic it was good. I really like this topic to talk about it. Sometimes it's a deep conversation because talk about emotionals and things like that, But I really like this topic. So guys, we don't have more time to answer question, okay? I will finish here. And I would like to thank you so much to attend this immersion and have a nice Sunday, okay? Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Enjoy your day.